I leave the blue note on for you? Or you want the standard recap music?
Blue Note is good.
I'm liking this chill out vibe.
All right, take us away.
If there's anything I despise, it's having my fate in the hands of others. Icarus has never liked me, the little shadow rune girl with attitude. But now these people are going to decide if my address would permanently be changed to 666 Downpour Alley. The rune mastery trials were nothing compared to this. Well, let me back up a little bit. We had been enjoying a few weeks of actual freedom on Sora's Turtle Isles. Amrit suddenly having an extra pep in his step, though Sora's still the queen of speed, was trying out his newfound abilities. The Riz Lord can affect the blood in other people's veins. Yeah, let that sink in. They call me the Master of Darkness. Amrit and Judith snuck off to the Fairlands, Judith resigning as Between the Flames star reporter. Even though she and I have not always seen eye to eye, she spent her time preparing for my trial. I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay her for the part she played in defending me. Sora went with Master Hyrian to clear her armament of Zabimaru's influence. My best friend has changed. She's grown into a warrior, both physically and mentally. She's truly becoming worthy of sitting amongst the gods of Elder Earth. And Reinhold, well, he seemed to be rather restless, preparing to settle some debt that he owed. The ride from the Isles to the mainland was a treat. Camille's airship is on a whole nother level. Well, I guess actually it's my airship now. Yeah, you heard that right. There were quite a few shenanigans that happened on that trip, between Dondo and Amrit, between the Mice Trio and Uth, between Sora and Reinhold, but most of all between Camille and I. The moon is getting closer and closer every day. Landing in the Fairlands was rough. The unwashed masses calling out for me to be handed over. They no doubt wanted to see my head on a platter. But thanks to the security force and Judith Bloom, they were denied their mob justice. The whole damn family came out to witness this trial, even Vincent and the old Clamdor in his amber shell. While I put forth the victim mementos I have, Judith opened up the proceedings with the speech of my lifetime. Judith has a way with words, kind of like I do with machines. She was so good that even Frankie couldn't be mad at me for choosing her over him. The justices looked intimidating, but they were easy to face compared to the witnesses that were called. Fortunately for me, one of those witnesses was Lilith. I don't know which was decided first, that she'd journey with us for a while, or if she was going to be a witness at the trial. But whichever it was my good favor, or maybe Mother Nature's favor for me, as she was given an opportunity to speak. The vote was close, with the first string of jury members all declaring me guilty, but the pendulum swung back into my favor. With a final vote of 5 guilty and 7 innocent, the shadow of Downpour receded. I may never escape the accusatory gazes of the Icarus population, but at least I won't be having daily torture sessions again. After congratulatory hugs, a few things came to pass. The Guard of Downpour requested we retrieve his brother, who is a part of the Night Chapter. J.P. Morgan requested Judith's help with some mysterious plan. Dondo proposed to Tasha. Was shot down, of course. Lilith let me know that she's going to be joining us, and Camille requested we swap constructs. For a while, anyway. A good time was had by all at the Blue Note, and we had a few hours of relaxation and merriment. But that was yesterday. Today is a new day, and it's time to get to work.
Excellent. All right, Maximum Inspirato. You guys are currently at the Blue Note. Do you guys have a preference of whether you want to be falling asleep with each other? You guys have two to a room or waking up the next day. I'll show you the map I'll put you guys where I think it makes sense since it was only 4 beds. Some of you had to share. We can assume it's bunk beds. Uh, or it could be the morning. So it's just really if you guys want to like talk to each other before you go to bed about maybe what just happened in the courts and stuff.
I'm good with morning, but fine either way.
I'm also fine with the morning.
Same here.
I don't have anything on the agenda.
Yeah, we can make it in the morning.
Okay. So you guys at a party late into the night. I imagine this was an insane event that hopefully made Phoenix feel the pressure and Sakura feel the tenseness of the situation. In any case, the parties eventually ended, probably around 3, 4 a.m. or something crazy. And now we're coming up on lunchtime, not breakfast. Though the bar is still quite active with someone, one of the few guests, who was still up and drinking when you all retired. I'm sure you'll get to Frankie when you have a chance, but for now, the rest of you are just now waking up.
Except for Phoenix has been up for a little while, working on one of her infusions. I don't know how heavy of a sleeper Lilith is. Hopefully not too light. But when Lilith starts to stir, Phoenix will catch your eye. Be like, oh, you're up. Awesome. Do you need coffee or something to have your mind about you, or you okay?
I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. You've always been the one to work around the clock.
Yeah, well, I got something for you.
Oh,
I'm gonna drop it in our Discord chat. I can never repay what you did for me. Speaking during my trial, I want you to have this. And she hands you this ring. Above board, this is one of her infusions that is a spell refueling ring. I meant to get the text for it. I will get that up. Basically, you can use an action and it refills the spell slot up to 3rd level. But she's gonna hand it to you. Don't worry, I'm not proposing. It's just, it has a little bit of arcane energy in it. And out of all of us, I think you could use this.
this is very sweet. Well, I'll make sure to put it to great use. You did make sure to get enough sleep, I would hope.
Yeah, I got a solid 4 hours. I'm good.
And you see almost kind of like a disapproving mother look coming from her. You know you should be getting more.
Coffee will do the trick. Besides, I couldn't sleep last night anyway. Too excited.
There was a lot of excitement yesterday. Well,
Oh, I smell food.
yeah, a good breakfast would be wonderful.
Oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. Falcon asked a good question. You're supposed to attune to it. Do you even have the ability to attune to it, or are you maxed out?
I don't really have much attuned. Maybe one.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. The user of it attunes, but it takes one of my infusion slots. If I die, it will stop working in a couple days, but...
All right, write that down, Daniel. I'm just joking.
He's gonna kill me now.
A few things you would note, Phoenix, while we're on the topic of attunement, you would have finally received and properly completed a legendary set of gauntlets that need to also be divvied out to somebody.
Those she is being selfish with and is holding on to.
Excellent. Now, if only I could remember what fudge I put that hand out. Probably in the craft? Yeah, duh. It's in the craft. Okay, cool. Gauntlets of the Divine Feud, and here is how they looked when they are completed. Of course, you can put your own spin on it. This is the artwork, not black and white.
Although this was decided before we had Reinhold. Oh no, requires attunement by a spellcaster. Never mind.
He does cast Fist, but it doesn't quite count.
When she gets delivery of those, she just looks them over like a proud mama seeing another creation, how wonderfully they turned out in the forge. And she puts them on and closes her hands together and fists and is just eager to try them out.
Okay. When you walk out with your badass boss gloves, you see Frankie drooling on the bar, knocked out. And snuggled not too far from him, Big Blue is under a massive blanket and is wearing a little nightcap.
Oh, Frankie.
I'm certified to sleep at the bar, you know. He goes back to sleep. He's talking to himself.
You're gonna have a crick in your back.
Yeah, he's just sleeping. I don't know, now that you're out of the bed, if you put him in the room or double check Lilith's dress or whatnot.
She would wait until Lilith came out, then yeah, she would get Frankie's arm over her shoulders and kind of walk him to bed.
Is that you?
Gotta sleep it off, Frankie. Sleep it off. You drank too much.
Yeah. All right, Chikala. You know, Chikala's the name of his wife, but she died a few years ago. But he's kind of drunk and still out of it.
She just shakes his head, puts him into bed, and tells him, now don't throw up in here, and goes back to the bar.
You've been there a few times now, about 3 or 4 times. You know, it's like a very family-oriented place, chill vibes. But Big Blue, even though he can't speak, he has certain signals. And he's just starting to wake up, and he wants to know if you guys need food or if he can sleep in a little longer. He didn't talk either. He just kind of motions towards the menu and makes physically kind of plays out eating and stuff.
Phoenix will tell him, I don't think too many people are up. You can sleep in for another hour.
And they immediately just fall past out.
Although Amrit is sneaking past.
Yeah. So Amrit, as you kind of storm outside, what's going on with you?
Well, Phoenix sees Amrit walk by. He doesn't look happy.
That's usual.
Very unhappy.
Excuse me, Lilith.
If you
Amrit,
need
what's
anything,
up?
you know where I'll be.
Thanks. Do you have an uncomfortable bed or something?
No. And he'll hand you some parchment, like a paper. It's a letter.
She'll open it up. She looks at you while she opens it up, a quizzical look on her face, and then looks down to read it. Shall I read this out loud, or would you like to read it?
The first paragraph, not the second part. That was on my
Okay. Let me begin by expressing that the time spent with you has been the most wonderful in my life. Are you sure you want me to read this? Okay. However, I find myself grappling with the enigma of love, whether it's genuine or illusory. In my quest for truth, I must first uncover my own identity before understanding who I can. Oh my. She's gotta pursue her path. Oh. Oh, Amaret, I'm so sorry. I may return, but please don't seek me out. What the hell is going on with her? She just gave the performance of her lifetime yesterday. She'll hand you the letter back. She's always in her head so much. You want to go shoot stuff?
Like what?
I don't know what's in season right now, or maybe there's a target range, or I'm
Sure.
so sorry. Phoenix is gonna just put her head through the door. Hey Lilith, we're going out target practice. We'll be back.
I'll wait for the others to wake up.
Phoenix doesn't know the Fairlands that well, but it can't be that hard to find a spot to go shoot something.
Take you along in a magical world with bows and stuff. Not too many guns, but they would definitely have some type of target practice. But whether it's firebolting and other stuff, you would get to an affordable place.
I guess Amaret can throw his daggers or whatever, and Phoenix will be using a crossbow, but so she didn't give any hints that this was coming.
No. You'll see you'll start throwing the daggers, but they're not only are they not hitting the target, they're not hitting like anything on the target. They're like every one he throws out like goes past it, basically, like into the wall behind it.
We know for sure this is her handwriting, right?
Yep.
I feel woefully unequipped to help you right now. Maybe Sora would have some wiser words for you. But you can't let this get to you. We gotta go take care of the night chapter now.
Yeah. She's safe too. That's good.
That's the bright side.
Now hold on. That's where I got stuff for you. Average, you got that one feature in your character, and I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, where you can glimpse into something you touch. Like you did with the Morgan to see the council and stuff.
Yeah, the Grimm's psychometry. Should I try it?
On the letter?
Not necessarily whether you should try it, but it is a power that you kind of possess, and while you're conflicted, if we could say it spills out. And I'd imagine with a feature like that, you'd want to make sure anyways.
I think this is blind spot. He wouldn't do it on purpose, essentially, in this moment.
Okay. Let's see, how much of this information? In the past, I've had you do like skill checks or something to see if you can get more than the feature normally provides. I
Mhm.
think since this is unconscious, if you want to do wisdom saving throws, which is a mental score, or intelligence, you can do that.
Sure.
And it'll be a challenge like it always is. So three total saves.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I can give you a little bit with this. I needed 15s mostly, but you're not too far off the mark with a 13.
Yeah, I was researching something else and wasn't paying attention to the rolls. Can I use an arcane jolt to help him with one of them?
Sure.
So that adds a +5 to the 13.
All right. So you're like this power of yours. It's a curse and a blessing, and your energy just pours into this letter as you're throwing the daggers and stuff, whether you're putting it away. The next time you touch it, you just kind of gleam into it. And when you're gleaming into it, you can see when you were going to sleep, Judith kind of came out here and saw Frankie on the desk. And Frankie just kind of lifted a glass to her, and she didn't pay him no mind. Like, hey, Frankie, kept moving. When she was walking outside, a figure approaches her. And she says, who are you? And at that point, as she says, are you? Her eyes kind of change. They grow dull, like you can't really see her pupils or anything. And she walks back inside, and at this point, Frankie's asleep. Sits down, gets a parchment, and begins writing, and someone stands outside the window looking at her. And the only word you get from your glimpse is, you know too much. You shouldn't have connected your mind to mine. I won't give you your story, but I will give you your destiny. And the window kind of opens up, leaving an ominous air kind of blowing through, and a vessel, UFO style, shoots out into space towards the world outside her own. With the energy of this octopus-like creature, the last thing you see and then the letter finding its way into your room.
Phoenix was when she mentions that Amaret, basically she sees him like look down at the note again, and his eyes, which are already red, essentially, they'll basically glow essentially. So we'll say the same color, just like a deep red, and then you see like technically they're tears, but it's like a darker coloration, like essentially red, like he's almost like he's crying blood, just like go down his cheek. And then you'll just see like this kind of rage overtake him as he like grips the letter.
What is it? What did you remember?
You're right. She wrote this. But she didn't write this. She was taken.
By who?
Who do you think?
Night chapter's not strong enough to do this, I didn't think. Not a rune master.
You would think. But I'm getting stronger. Other me's getting stronger. There's no telling.
Shit. I forgot you guys are linked.
But it wasn't him. It was the guy we're about to go look for. He came straight to us. he already had a run-in with Judas before. She told me back at the island.
Fuck. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they can't get to you, they go after the one you love.
She was getting close. Shit.
Let's go get her, Amrit. Let's go back, tell everybody. Let's go get her.
Yeah, but we had to do this smart. Now we have to meet with the other me. He said he knows a way to get us in.
You trust him?
No, but it's a better chance than if we were to go guns blazing.
I'm gonna defer to you. You know this organization better than anybody else. We'll do it your way.
He'll throw another dagger, and it'll just a straight bullseye right in like the target on like the head area of the of like whatever like cutout it is. Let's go.
One side of her mouth curls into a smile. And she'll follow you.
Okay. And when you guys head out, somewhere around this time, Reinhold and Soar, you guys would get up and, Lilith's just out there by herself at this moment. Frankie's asleep. What are the two of you up to?
Sora would open her eyes, blinking a few times, because she's a lot more in tune with the world around her these days. So when Amrut had left, at least walked by the doorway to leave, her eyes had just opened. But she didn't move, but she could detect something was different, something was off. But he kept moving, and she just lays there quietly before she gently nudges Reinhold's shoulder.
After all the partying from last night and him not being used to alcohol, he seems a little bit out of it, but he eventually wakes up with a light groan, just forehead, hand to the forehead. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's just fine, right?
There's a gentle smile on his face as he just lightly starts to fade again.
She would lightly play with your hair to keep you from just falling back to sleep, wondering and waiting to see until you realize that you're both sharing the same bed.
After laying there for a while, he just slowly wakes up, still kind of feeling you play with his hair. But then after a second, his eyes just jolt open. Wait. What happened last night?
You got very inebriated. I decided to look after you. Nothing happened, right?
Glad to hear. It's just that
I
usual
can't-
nervous smile.
I can't quite get intoxicated like I used to. So I thought it'd be fun to look after someone for once.
Well, thank you very much.
You're a bit of a lightweight.
I think I'm still not sure what this liquid is, but it doesn't really work well with me.
Well, it's poison, so...
I'm sorry, it's what?
Alcohol is poison.
Wait, then why is it being given to... He's just looking back and forth, just pointing back at where the bar is. Just really confused.
People poison themselves to have fun sometimes.
That's an interesting practice.
Well, you can experiment more if you wish to, but Just means I'll have to look after you more. Not that I mind.
Well, we'll see.
Let's get you hydrated, boy.
As you wish. Gets to his feet, a little bit wobbly, but kind of catches himself. Opens the door and motions for you to go ahead.
When you open the door, you just hear someone yell, "Zaya, give you strength back into my legs. I didn't know a goddess could walk this world and look so normal." And Daniel's just laying on the floor next to Lilith.
Should I help him, Sora?
Brother, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just practicing line on Lilith before I use them on Tasha. What do you think, Lilith? Was that impressive?
I thought you were drunk.
Oh, that's not what I was going for. Man, how does Emerald do it? I seen the way you look at him. If he wasn't taking, to be all over him.
Well, I mean, he's got his charms, but I'm not exactly into that type of man.
Oh yeah, you're laying up with the wood guy. I forgot about that. Or is that a rumor? I can't remember.
It's complicated.
Judith really did not help with that rumor, did she?
Well, people can think what they want, but I'm happy the way, well, I'm happy just knowing he's still alive.
And we will get him back. That's a promise I intend to keep.
I know. I just hope we are able to get up there soon.
We will. Once we handle the business with Night Chapter, we will all find our way up there. Malthor's permitting. Speaking of which, I couldn't help but feel a disturbance. Where's Amrod and Phoenix?
Well, he seemed a little upset this morning, so Phoenix took him out to the field to shoot some things.
So that's what I felt. Reinhold, could you order some breakfast for everyone? I'm going to go find them.
No need. I've already packed everything for you. Mr. Gold walks in. I know you're busy people. I like things to be smooth, clean. Hopefully you enjoy oats. This is green banana porridge. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's flavorful.
I'm usually not a huge fan of bananas, but I'm willing to give this a try.
Just the spice alone will drive you crazy. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some extract, condensed milk, coconut milk, and almond milk. Put together. Trust me when I tell you, this is a tried and true recipe.
Thank you, Mr. Gold.
Take it. I packed you guys a pot. Go on, live out your days. And return when it's time for the hit piece coagulation once more.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Donda, are you coming, or are you going to stay with Tasha here?
Huh? Tasha tried to kiss me yesterday. And, well, hold on. I want to say it for everybody. Come here, sir.
She looks back at Lilith and Reinhold. Excuse me.
Gives a nod and just works to pack the pot.
Spill, brother.
Listen, there's something weird going on with my body. She tried to kiss me yesterday and I passed out.
Maybe you weren't prepared to finally get what you wanted.
I thought I was waiting for this moment my whole life. I mean, when she was evil, it just didn't feel the same, you know? She kissed me once when she was evil. But deep down inside, I felt like I knew it. But this was different. This was regular Tasha trying to kiss me. I mean, I get it. I got what the girls like, particularly the beard, or should I say sideburns for days.
Indeed, the Yaku staple.
Oh yeah. I mean, you seem to have lost yours. Can you even call yourself an Aku anymore?
It all went up into my head. I don't know what to tell you.
That's true. So anyways, the next time she tries to kiss me, like, how do I stop that from happening? I'm sure you kiss a lot of people.
I mean, I've kissed Reinhold on the forehead.
And he breaks the cup he's holding. Oops, that must have been damaged already. I'm gonna cut it to you clean because you're my sister.
Mhm.
If you like that saltwater fish, it is what it is. But if he hurts you, I don't even know if I can beat him up. I'll wait till he's really injured in the middle of combat and use that chance to exploit his weakness and see that he never sees the next day. There we go, that works.
That's not a way a warrior fights, Dondo.
You're right. I'll ask him if I can kill him when he's injured. This way it's at least his fault. And it was honorable on my part because he accepted the terms.
That is an agreeable arrangement.
I won't let him know, but I'll be right back. Hey, Reinhold.
Yes?
I'm just curious if you're ever injured on the battlefield and me and you have to have a dispute purely of honor. Would you fight me to the death?
He just like blinks to himself and looks around. Maybe?
Good. That's good enough for me. He agreed. I'm killing him my next opportunity. All right, you got a long day. I'm going to go ahead and wake up my girl for breakfast.
Very well.
He just looks at Lilith like, what the hell did I disagree to?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's just my protective older brother.
Not getting a response from Ryan earlier, she looks to the two of you. So is anyone gonna spill the beans?
If I had any beans on my person, potentially.
What's a bean?
Okay, I see you two are as clueless as ever. Are y'all two together now?
Are we together? As in, at this moment, sharing within 5 feet of each other? Sure.
Romantically.
What do you think, Reinhold? Are we a romantic pair?
There's like this shy smile across his face. Well, that's up to you, I believe.
Always leaving such hefty decisions to me. But yes, I like to think that Reinhold is mine. And I am his.
That's cute. I'm happy for you two.
Seems only fitting. Feel like the two of us make for the beginnings of a great legend. The world serpent and the simian of the 12.
Well, I look forward to seeing you two blossom in the future.
I see what you did there. I got that one.
And in between her fingers, she just produces a sakura flower and hands it to you, Sora.
This is the second time someone's given me a flower. As she reaches into her things and slowly pulls out an Ilia flower and holds the sakura in one hand and the Ilia in the other. don't go leaving on me anytime soon, okay? Last person who gave me a flower left this world.
I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
And she would put both flowers into her absurdly large amount of hair. I'm gonna go find the others. I'll come bring them back when I find them. Try not to let my brother skeeve you out too much, Lilith.
I'm used to his kind.
Oh, you have no idea. And she would then turn and just bolt out that door at her absurd speeds.
You probably have to go for it, right?
Did you take your
Yeah.
porridge?
Yeah, she took it.
Okay, good. Don't knock it till you try it. All right. The green banana porridge. So yeah, you have to travel pretty far. I mean, I'm sure you'll find them eventually, but for now, you can just give me an investigation or perception to see if you can locate them.
Okay. Give it a good old perception.
And then you guys can set up the scene of what. I mean, it's pretty good. Obviously, not instantaneously. You probably tried a lot of places and failed, but with your superior perception, eventually found them. When she does find you, it'd be long after the conclusion of what you guys had just discussed. So, where would that lead you to be now? Are you on your way back or somewhere else?
Yeah, we were headed back.
You were like on the sidewalk, probably heading back.
Oh, so she probably found you almost instantly, actually. Yeah.
Would there have been a shop that would have caught our attention? Maybe we went into the shop, spent some time, but we don't need potions. Amaret makes them, so I don't know what we'd be looking at, but
Nah, he said it was straight back.
yeah, we're going back. We're gonna go get Judy.
Okay, so yeah, you guys would just be looking in like one of those thrifts like stores. I feel like because of how we first met Phoenix, stuff like that probably is always interesting to you. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Junk shop. She dip in real quick while Amaret's outside, very impatient, tapping his toe, and the people who are passing by are giving him looks because he is the Riz Lord. But Phoenix comes back out and Sora finds us.
Yeah. The way Sora moves around, she is. If you ever watched Aang travel around like the Ba Sing Se or the Earth Realm City, just almost hovering, leaping into the air, with the way this city is, it's almost as if it becomes her playground in her new state. And eventually, all of you would feel a shadow pass over the both of you until Sora finally lands softly from somewhere in the skies next to you both. Ah, well, that was actually relatively easy.
Yeah, we kind of got a new revelation, and she looks to Amaret to see if he wants to tell it or not.
Judah's gone.
Gone as in gone to...
Taken.
By whom?
Let's take a guess.
Well, there's Night Chapter, there's the Mouther Threat, there's the people from the moon.
Got in one. We have to meet with my other half.
Ah, the pink one. Do you think he'd be helpful, or more of a hindrance?
I don't even know, but it's a start.
Then you know who you can rely on. If he starts acting up, just say the word.
Definitely.
Want some porridge? As she, holds up this bundle of porridge to everyone.
Phoenix will definitely take some.
Sure.
Eat and walk.
Eat and walk. Oh, and, Dondo was kissed by Tasha last night.
Are you sure he wasn't pulling one over on you?
No, because he admitted that he fainted.
Oh. Okay. Is she trying to use him again?
No, she is herself. She just genuinely likes my brother.
Alright, well, I guess it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Here, I thought she was cured.
Namru, be nice. My brother's been working really hard.
Sorry, I'm grumpy.
We will get her back. And you'll have your sweet honey too.
Mm.
I know it's not the same, but we'll be together. And we will achieve this. I feel a great disturbance in the wind.
What does that mean?
I think we should head back quickly.
Sure.
Here, Phoenix had gotten so used to being quicker with her fly speed, and now both of you, well, Sora's always been quicker, but she's even more quicker now, and even Amrit's faster than her. Once again, she's always the slow one.
She won't leave you behind.
Okay.
Still faster than Lilith.
One person's gonna have the worst time. And eventually we would all come back unless there's some interruption.
No, you guys get back in one piece.
Funny enough, Sora's still faster. Is everything alright?
As you're coming, you just kind of see some runes kind of flash over Aiden as you see a black coloration fade from him, and he goes back to his normal form. I'm just practicing a few things. How was your outing?
Fruitful. There are things to discuss between all of us.
Well, the breakfast is on the table if you'd like your portion.
Yep, I'll scoot some of the tables together. We should all speak. And people look over at Dondo and Tasha with a concerned look.
Yeah, they go from being happy to being really upset fast. Because Dando says a lot of dumb things.
If you two can come join us, I would enjoy your company. And she puts a protective arm around Dondo, just like, it's okay. It's alright.
She's crazy.
Phoenix is gonna look in Tasha's eyes. You feeling alright?
She looks at you. Finally myself again. Thanks to Lewis.
Yeah, okay.
What do you say this time?
Would you ask her?
What did my brother say to you this time?
He was asking me once things were official if he was allowed to have as many girls as he liked and if I would stay in the kitchen.
Dondo.
It's okay when you're on the other side of the table, boy.
I'm sorry, but I was trying to explain that I have to reproduce the entire Aku clan and she can only carry one baby every 9 months. And she lifts up her hands.
I'm surprised you knew that.
And of course he would be the most in-depth in the knowledge of making babies.
Listen, I think it's pretty reasonable, and I think Phoenix would have agreed to the terms if she wasn't in love with somebody else. I have to reproduce our clan.
Wait, what? Keep my name out of your mouth, mister.
I'm sorry. Don't hit me like she did.
Yeah, I'll just shoot you with my crossbow.
Dondo, between me, you, and Oko Boss, I feel like you can be in a happy single relationship with Tasha.
We're just one family accident away from the Yaku being wiped off the map then.
Then we better be careful
Fine.
and not do things that get us hurt.
How many babies are you and Ogobos gonna have? At least 10, right?
Okay, we have more pressing things right now.
Sorry.
As you may notice, Judith is not here with us. Amrit has a note and he had a vision. She's been taken. We need to start figuring out our plans on getting to the night chapter.
Where did we say we're gonna meet Terma again, Falcon?
Terma said that he was gonna meet you in a week in the City of Tears.
Okay. See, between now, how many days is that? Is that just 6 days?
Yeah, 6 days. We can fast track some of it if necessary.
Gotcha. Okay. He will take out the letter and he'll just place it on the table.
And you know for sure it was Night Chapter who took her. How do you know?
I saw it.
What did you see?
She was at the bar. I think she's about to step out for a moment and locked eyes with some stranger. Then she goes back to the bar, writes this sketchy note, leaves it on my bed, and then something snatches her.
Something?
Can't explain it. He'll flip over the note and he'll try and draw what he had saw to the best of his ability.
Does that match what Phoenix saw the night outside of the pirates' place?
Give me an investigation just to be sure. I mean, you've got 3 rerolls if you want to be certain, otherwise you wouldn't really know.
Yeah, we'll use one inspiration. Not that she's very good at this. This was Judith's speciality.
You didn't need a massive check, because 7 just was enough, but yeah, with your memory, you're able to like recall that it's very similar. You're not positive, but you're getting there.
That's curious. That looks a lot like the night when we were at the pirates and we were attacked by those robots. Is there any possibility the night chapter has teamed up with them?
With who?
The squid faces, the robots that attacked us at the pirates' place.
Metal Rain?
Yeah. That doesn't make sense. The night chapter wouldn't be so low as to trade in the rest of us, would they?
I don't know.
Guess it doesn't matter. We just have
No.
to go there and find out.
Listen, the way I see it, they're just on a grab for power. I mean, first they were abducting thralls, then they snatch Palm, I don't know what their plan is overall. I don't know what the scale is anymore.
Amrut, do you know if they have anything of Metal Rain?
They have machines. But I'm not a historian or a mechanic. I couldn't say.
Get me in there, I can.
I do know I don't know. It merges death with machinery.
Death.
That's what's in my veins. That's all I've ever seen.
Well, was there any person or object of significance in this vision of yours?
Same man we were just told to hunt. I know his voice. His name's Yasuke.
The warden's brother?
I don't know his relation to him, per se. But it was the one he mentioned last night.
Yeah, he said it was his brother, his little brother.
This does cement one thing for sure. They think we're a threat. They're scared of us. Going this far to try and instigate. Trying to dampen our spirits. They're worried we have the ability to end them. Because it's true.
Who knows what they're doing to Judith right now?
Knowing Judith, they aren't able to do anything to her. Only able to hold her.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Night.
All the more reason for us to get moving as soon as we can.
Agreed.
Is there a way for you to speed up your meeting with Terma?
Maybe. But I want to just jump into this, no matter how dire it is. Are we prepared to do this?
Real quick question, GM, from where we are right now, how long of a flight is it on the airship?
Okay. Alright, so we're all the way over here in the Fairlands. We would need to go towards Mothmorn is where they're near. Where they're exactly at is hard to tell, but we know that they're somewhere in the area of Mothmorn. For the airship, regular travel, that would probably be like a few weeks. For the air trip, probably 3 days flight.
Then Phoenix will say, got the airship now. We got 3 days. If my records or my calculations are correct, we can figure this out on the airship in the 3 days.
Okay.
We're not doing it. We're doing it. We just gotta figure out the best way.
I'm always ready. We have gone so far, all of us. Threats like these, we've been dealing with this entire time. But now we will face the puppet masters. Or at least the ones that have been pulling the strings so far.
All my life I've been afraid. But now I'm too angry to care. This ends. soon. You believe in us. I didn't before. To be honest, when I met all of you, I thought I would do this alone or die trying. Probably the latter. But now I know. All the things I've done, it's just more proof of that. We can take them. And they know it. So let's prove them right.
Let us show them the might of the Elder Verse.
That sounds like we're set on our course then.
You're coming with?
You think I would miss it?
Oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys. Lilith's back.
Sora puts her hand into the circle.
Phoenix does as well.
Same with
As
Ryan.
does Lilith.
As is Amrit.
Let's go kick some ass.
Verses. Let's make this their final verse.
Let's bring our girl home.
On 3, we'll scream Aku.
If looks could kill, Phoenix is shooting him one.
3, 2, 1. The Aku and verses.
Sure.
We need to work on it, but let's go.
Oh, that's
Get onto
beautiful.
your airship. Get onto your airship, and it's you guys on your airship. Ogobas has been hiding out in there, so that's an extra some more help. And your big dragon turtle.
Whoa.
Where's the airship map? Oh, here it is. Found it. I'm over here like, no, no.
Wait.
Run it back, run it back. Breakdown, breakdown.
Which one of the 70 maps is it?
Yeah, seriously. Oh, man. Deleting unmastered rune people from the map real quick. 1 second. There we go. Now everybody has their mastered rune. Oh, and motherfucker's there too. Don't forget about him. Though probably quicker and Minerva would have headed out.
Damn it.
Set everybody. Yes.
Can I bother you, Falcon, for Shadow Wolf's token? I can only access his sheet by the token, and with the token not on the map, I can't.
Okay. Let me get him all plugged up real quick. Make sure his new token's assigned and whatnot.
Well, that's what Busy just gave me, an updated one that looks nicer. I can send it to you if you want, but I was gonna update it.
Oh, you need access to a sheet?
Yeah, you gave me access to it, but I can only get to it by double clicking or shift clicking on the token. I can't access it through the sidebar.
Okay. Well, now it's.
Oh, I see him now. Okay.
It was under side characters prior, beyond.
Oh, okay. I didn't look there. Thanks.
Do you need me to do anything to it right now? Or are you gonna change it later?
I'll change it now, but I got it.
All right, so you guys are on a ship, and there's some things to consider. Like, are you just gonna roll up and try to attack it head on, your masters? But you're gonna fight like 60 assassins of sneak attack, and it could get messy. I don't know if you guys are gonna devise any real plan, because individually you might be stronger, but they'll certainly have you guys 10-1. It's not town guards you're dealing with; it's trained and highly lethal assassins that kill political leaders and stuff.
We were gonna go Abert's way, who I believe was supposed to have a clandestine meeting with somebody, weren't you?
Yeah. I think we should go to the City of Tears first. I'll give it 3 days, and then if we're ready by then I'll just speed up by a day or so, I guess.
Okay. So it's a
We'll
3
hit
day.
that way for sure.
It's 3-day fly to the City of Tears. So that'd be 6 days instead of the 7 if you want. 3 days City of Tears, 3 days Mapamore.
Gotcha. I mean,
Remember, it was straight to Mapamore was 3 days, if you remember.
yeah. I mean, 6 days. He's probably won't be ready to like ambush us if that's the plan. If we're being honest.
And something to keep in mind is that with the new World Serpent, Reinhold is able to go 240 if he's dashing, so he could potentially help the ship move a bit quicker, because he could hold that thing for 8 hours, so maybe that would help speed if we absolutely need it.
Okay. Do you guys want to get to the City of Tears first and plan from there, or still be lying? Okay.
I'm gonna make potions in the meantime.
Do we have your massive runs here? Remission and brute demographic.
Can Lilith help the potion making in any way?
Probably just the amount he produces. Ember doesn't need to roll to actually succeed anymore. His modifier is too high. But we'll say if he can normally make 5, you can help him make 10.
Done.
Okay. Do I still have to roll to make the greater ones?
I mean, the greater ones, you only need like a 2 or 3 with Lilith also giving you advantage. I think it's fine. To keep it simple, you'll spend the next 3 days. We'll let you buff out 10 of those, assuming you get all the proper supplies and all the little nitty-gritty stuff.
Gotcha.
So 10 greater potions, but consider that you guys are spending a great deal of your time to produce the greater potions. So when I ask you guys what you're doing the next few days, make sure you factor it into how much time you have afforded to you.
I would say during the course of this travel, Ogobas, Dando, and Sora are all doing the Dragon Ball training / the dueling each other. Just the constant refining of their martial arts between the 3 of them.
Okay.
Is Gearhart on board?
Gearhart is, yeah.
It has been in Phoenix's to-do list for a long while to fix his language module so he doesn't go around calling everybody motherfucker anymore, because we're going to the City of Tears and I don't think he's supposed to talk to Aria that way.
How's it going, motherfucker? So let's see if you actually fix him up. What is it? What do you Tinker's Tools way?
Sounds good. 3 of them?
Sure.
Just censor certain words.
Oh, lordy.
Family control mode.
Yeah.
Before he's like, well, I never just evaporates that motherfucker.
We will go from obvious foul language for a brute to surprisingly genteel, gentlemanly, like over the top, prim and proper.
Like actually talking like a mind flayer.
Gearhart walks in. Well, Amrit's been in his mood, rightfully so. But he'll walk in on Lilith and Amrit during their potion making. And he'll knock on the door. And you guys just see him standing in the frame. And you're probably groaning already because you probably don't know if Phoenix is done fixing him up. So he's just sitting there looking at you guys, knocking on the door.
What?
Sorry to disturb. I was just wondering if you needed any assistance in what you're pursuing. You know I Gearhart am quite proficient in handling matters like this. I would enjoy this very much.
He like looks at Lilith. I think we're good, actually.
In that case, cheerio, ciao, adios, Godspeed.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, and might I say, the petals look quite fascinating today. And he turns around and leaves.
The fuck?
Well, wasn't gonna say it that way, but I would agree.
And look like just turn back to the beakers and whatnot.
You see your potion starting to bubble over.
Shit.
Yeah, you may want to pay attention.
You like take it off the fire.
Reinhold, what are you doing?
Reinhold, during the duration of the trip, did we want to try to accelerate to like how quickly we made it to the city? Since Ryan could pretty easily just keep his dragon form up, he could just help the ship move a bit quicker if absolutely needed. If not, he's just going to be working out on the ship, keep his form.
Yeah, we could.
Go
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just say, I guess the question is Reinhold's movement faster than airship movement? Because if it's not, then you can't really help push it because it's already going that fast. I don't know what the stats are.
How fast is the ship?
So it's able to. We know it's able to breach space and ideally do interdimensional travel or whatever the fuck it's called when you're spacefaring. To the galaxies. It's pretty fucking fast.
Okay, got it.
When you guys were taking the owls flying around, or the wyverns flying to Icarus, it still took several days. So the ship is probably twice as fast as the wyverns. The wyverns have a 90 fly speed, so we know the ship has a minimum 180.
Okay, so at most he'd be able to help efficiency like 50% because he gains a fly speed of 120 and then he could double it with dash. Although holding that for an extended time is
Say, if
Sure.
you're up for it every now and then, getting there quicker wouldn't be a bad thing.
It probably save a lot of, like, sometimes Phoenix could put it in like low power mode because it does need power to sustain it. Because if 180 is its base, then when it dashes, it's almost 400. Or it's more than 400.
okay. So just to help out with efficiency.
Math is hard. It's fast. That's what it is.
We'll go with that, yeah. He'll help out whenever the ship is like starting to get a little bit overheaty. Yeah, just to help keep up with the pace then. And work out during the rest of the timing, just to keep his form, get used to his body.
You can train with the Yaku siblings.
Yep, sounds good.
Dondo would love that.
But you're not allowed to flirt with my great aunt.
You needn't worry, my eyes are only for you.
You say that now, but
Ow.
she's actually quite a looker. You gotta be careful.
It's like, no. Oh, dead.
While you're working out, you see Deerheart tell you regular exercise not only enhances physical strength and endurance, but also promotes mental well-being by boosting mood, improving cognitive function, and fostering overall health. And I'll say, based on your physique, you've excelled in that category. Well done. He claps exactly 3 times. And then he just keeps it pushing, moves on.
You could practically see the steam coming out of Reinhold's ears as he's trying to process what he just said.
Well, that was surprisingly articulate and not a single slur.
I am unsure of what he just looks back and forth.
I think Phoenix just had a hand in that. Actually, that reminds me. He used to be a flyer. Gerhard,
Yes, madam.
you used to be a one of Metal Rain, correct? The flare creatures?
Indubitably.
Is there something an organization could possess that would allow the forces of Metal Rain to have contact here?
Of course, technology can pry into anything. You could think of it like magic, but more affordable and more widespread in our world. If that makes sense, madam.
It does. How likely is it that they are controlling a large amount of people through said technology?
Absolutely. One of the greatest instruments of the modern age were chokers, is what your people would call them. Things we put around your neck. Complete control. Removing them results in the immediate destruction of the individual, which might I say is particularly gruesome, and I feel not the need to spare you such details, my lady.
Was there ever a way to disable these devices?
Of course, whoever was in charge of them or command room, it is not easy, not something you can do from the outside. And if someone caught one of it, they could have them all trigger, kill the people, or send them after you.
This has been really helpful. Thank you, Gerhard. Sora would immediately turn and bolt away to get to Amrut and Lilith.
Well, hold on now.
That tire screech.
You should know the reproductive rate of a female who needs to produce numerous offsprings plays a crucial role in sustaining and expanding her lineage, to which I heard you were curious about.
Sort of. Thank you.
No problem. If you need any advice on how to reproduce quickly, I know the textbook answers.
If that comes up, I'll be sure to let you know. And with a beat red face, she'll now go to Amrut and Lilith. Am I interrupting potion making time?
Always a little bit of time for you, Sora.
Gerhard came up with some information that may be helpful to you, Amrut. He used to be part of Metal Rain, after all.
I'm not pleased.
Something the leader may be using are something called chokers. They apparently control, but trying to remove them result in the immediate death of the person wearing it.
Do I know about chokers?
Because of your Riz, yes, but they're not the same thing as the chokers here that the Gerhardt's talking about.
Well, shit. What else do you know?
From what he said, the person who holds the control would be able to activate these chokers to kill whoever's wearing them, or send them to attack whoever they wanted. And it's also the only way of deactivating them through whatever control this is.
But is it mind control or is it coercion?
I'm not entirely sure. And considering the word mind in Flare could most likely be the mind, but it could also be upgraded.
Well, they flay minds. I don't know how much they control or... Maybe it's too literal in my head. Shit. There's just so much we don't know. I mean, if you got him talking, see what else he knows.
You know, you can always talk to him as yourself. You know more about my chapter than I do.
You go.
Yeah.
I can do it on my own for a time. Just don't take too long.
Fine. Where is he?
Should be above deck.
Alright. He's gonna go. I have to find my laptop charger, so I'll be right back. But,
Who's he going to get, Gerhardt?
yeah, I'm going to Gearhart momentarily.
Okay, so while you're away, for the rest of you, Gerhardt is talking to Dando. In the pursuit of a refined and fulfilling lifestyle, consider embracing qualities of sophistication and respect. Cultivate meaningful connections rather than fleeting encounters, and appreciate the beauty of genuine relationships. Elevate your interactions by showcasing intelligence, kindness, and a sense of humor, as these are attributes are timeless and more likely to lead to lasting connections. Remember, a gentleman values quality over quantity. Dando looks like he passes out here in the description. Yeah, he's out cold. Dando's gone.
That's my brother.
All right, average is grabbing something real quick. We're about an hour in, some change. Why don't we take our 10-minute break? I need to refill my drink anyways.
Okay.
That's good.
Is there anything else you want to accomplish before you start your 3-day flight to Mothmorn? And consider Mothmorn is a kingdom, a full-on kingdom. I put this in the game so long ago. Where's our location tab at?
I
It's a
thought we were
city.
going to City of Tears.
Well, oh yeah, you'd have arrived at the City of Tears.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way to Gearheart.
Okay. I'll spare you his long speech he gave to Dando, but it was enough to do psychic damage to knock him unconscious.
What?
So you're
I
saying
mean,
he can
that's
talk
not
people
hard
to
for
death?
Dondo.
Here's the mind flayer throw. I'm refreshing real quick. My game is lagging out. Or rather, the music. I can't hear the music. There it goes, noise. So yeah, you go to Gearheart, and he's currently putting on. He's ironing a shirt. Yes, he has an iron, and he's putting on a gentleman's shirt and looking in the mirror.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problems at all. Apologies well received, friend.
Looking sharp there.
You know what they say. First impressions.
Sure. I got some questions for you. Now,
He puts on his watch, and he assures you that it's not a knockoff.
sure. No judgment here, either way. Listen. I'm suspecting, I think we all are, that the people we're looking for, they've acquired remnants from Metal Rain. So let me lay the groundwork of what I know so far. One, both myself and now Palm, they would always put us in, or my people anyway, would put me in a special tank with some liquid. It would preserve us, but it would do other things. Do you know what that could be? Is it from your people?
They used to be my people. But yes, I know what it is. It's like an incubator. Something to put eggs in, something to preserve them. In some cases, cook them. We would use that for cloning, most importantly. We couldn't clone mind flayers typically, but the humans of this world, elves, dwarves, they seem more capable of being replicated. But the clones are always not as skilled and powerful as the original. Do you have some concerns?
Well, I think I do now. I realize that obviously that involves me. I know what what happened with that, but I never thought that could be maybe trying to clone her as well.
Oh,
Even without the crown.
of Palm?
Yeah, I've been told that she's within one right now, and maybe it could just be to keep her alive, but she is powerful. There's no telling. Next question. I saw a vision which did include her, but I saw something else. Hard to explain, but I guess the easiest way is a giant brain.
An
Have you ever
elder
seen
brain.
these creatures?
The elder brains lead our nations. While the mind flayers are the face, the elder brain is the mastermind behind it all. Every single mind flayer colony is ruled by an elder brain. An elder brain has the ability to collectively gain the knowledge of any creature it slowly consumes the brain of, making it extraordinarily smart, putting even dragons and ancient wizards to shame. They were one of the main reasons we even had a chance of claiming most worlds, including this, even though we still failed.
Wait, so this was some elevated being that ruled over all of you?
Precisely.
But it just houses information, right? That's all it does?
Equitably.
So it commands you, gives you information. That's all.
It leads us. Everyone has a leader. But if one was in the hands of another, it could be controlled through extensive remodifications of one's well being.
So it controlled you. Could it control us?
Absolutely. Just like I control this metal rain construct's body, despite having forced my brain into that of a cranium rat. If you do remember, I'm merely a mouse within this machine. But I have complete, utter, and irrevocable control.
Right. So they have the ability to make clones of whoever,
The
and the
process,
ability to control them.
the process is long and taxing, but absolutely. The clones are almost always obedient, though there are cases, particularly with rune warriors we noticed, where they were able to resist us. If you are a clone and not under someone's control, then perhaps that is the case. Or maybe when the moment comes to strike your enemy down, they will prove to you that you're still their puppet and you will become your friend's greatest threat. Apologies.
Would that still possible?
I'm not certain on this fact, unfortunately, but I'd say that there is a probable chance of at least 80%. However,
Your
that
heart.
20% is strong.
Listen to me. Is there any way to reverse this or stop it before it happens? Can I cut something out? Can I block it mentally?
It's possible to block it mentally, yes. Strong mind has always been the greatest enemy of the mind flayer.
So would I just think happy thoughts or what?
You need to find your center first and foremost. Something that's kept you on the ground all these years. Something that kept you from becoming like those who raised you. That is the chapter, if you have no disrespect to any real parents you may have.
That's going to be hard.
Nothing in life worth doing is ever easy.
I'll think of something.
He nods. How do you
I
like my
will.
tie?
What?
How do you like my outfit?
It looks nice.
It's black Victoriano. Very expensive.
Where'd you get it?
Now, if I was a different person, mind you, and you asked this question, I took it off of somebody and I called them a motherfucker. Mother. In any case, I'm not the individual that claimed this outfit, but I will be the one wearing it.
Fair enough. Let me show you this, and I'll show him the picture of also the ship that I saw take Judas.
This is troubling. This is a cargo transport ship. It's how we refuel the soldiers on the battlefield. But in particular, it's because it's fast. It doesn't have many defenses or offenses. It's purely get in, get out extraordinarily quick, which means whoever grabbed her probably already made back to the mothership. This doesn't seem like something that the night chapter would have.
Sounds like they're taking all your greatest hits.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
I would just caution you to be careful.
Yeah. We gotta think of something. Thanks anyway for the information. Then we'll head back down.
There's one more thing you should know.
What?
Never mind, good sir. Have a good day.
No, tell me.
I'm still a mind flayer. That's not what I want to tell you. I could sense your neural connection to the cloning facility that made you. It has now been raised to a 95% probability that whoever cloned you will assume control of you once you get close enough. You should consider that in whatever battle plan you plan to unleash against your threat, because they already have a superior upper hand. And if that's true, then you should consider other clones will have similar issues.
What if I wasn't the clone? Could they still control me if I was a part of the process?
Potentially. But you should ask yourself, if you're not the clone and someone else is, maybe that person is luring you into a trap.
Oh, didn't think of that.
Well, I'm quite intelligent indeed, I might say myself, but I'm no longer allowed to brag, so I'll just say indubitably.
Right. Thanks for the tip.
And he walks away after he looks in the mirror one more time.
He will. I'm gonna go to Sora.
She's no doubt watching Lilith keep going with your work, but she's not as annoying as she used to be, at least not endearingly so. She's a lot more calm and centered, and she's just sitting cross-legged and watching over everything. And when she sees you approach, she nods. Is that enlightening at all?
Yeah, well, for one, we've confirmed that they are using remnants of Metal Rain. That's fact. The thing that took Judas, the thing that houses Palm, and they have what's called an Elder Brain as well, which can control clones, even non-clones, depending on who it is.
Mm.
With that knowledge, Sora, I'm leaving it to you. I don't know if I'm the real one or not. I don't know if it matters. I need to be ready to stop me or the other guy. Maybe both. I'm not saying kill. But you can stop us in our tracks, right? At least for a moment.
Yes, I can do my best to debilitate and make things incredibly difficult.
We'll be ready.
Do you think they will use both you and Terma?
I mean, it's the best case scenario, right? We go there. He's already under their control. We're ambushed. And somewhere within the fray, they get me too.
I want you to look back to your spiritual training, if that moment comes. You found your center. You found your strength. That's the one thing Terma does not have. His spirit was never awakened.
Which is why my plan. I want to try and cleanse him. But I don't know if it'll work.
It could be worth a chance. One I'm willing to put my money on.
Two of me against us is bad. But two of me against them, it's a good advantage.
They expect us to be coming with nothing but hatred and intent to kill. They will not realize that we have powers beyond simple violence.
Yeah. Just remember that. If you do need to stop us, do it.
I will do what I can.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. May I speak? Someone comes in.
Is it Gearhard or? Oh,
Hello again, Gerhard.
That's exactly the matter to which I've arrived. I don't think that name is appropriate for me anymore.
What would you like to call yourself?
Gentle Heart.
oh my!
You can only imagine how hard this was while trying to talk to Emery, but I did it.
You gotta like turn his head the other way, I think.
No, that's good.
Wow. Yes, you look very dashing, Gentleheart.
I appreciate that and I acknowledge it. The benediction of your love is quite a blessing and a credit to whom I've become in this new grace that I've found. Thank you, and good day. And he walks away.
Wow, Phoenix really outdid herself this time.
Yeah. Kind of scary.
How so?
I don't know. Hope I never figure that out. Anyway, I'll get back to it.
I shall go continue sparring with Dondo and Ogobos as soon as Dondo has awakened from his recent coma.
Right.
Okay, so we are in the City of Tears while most of this is going down. Is there anything you'd like to do in the City of Tears? Contact any of these NPCs, complete your individual tasks and desires before we start the 3-day flight to Mothma.
Phoenix is working on the Bane Blade for Amaret.
Nice. Is it possible for you to fail, or the DC too low on it?
DC for successfully crafting is 10. Which skill check would
Your
that
tinker,
be?
your tinker tools.
Intelligent. Why are my brains not finding this?
Toward the bottom left of this sheet. Should be in tool proficiency.
Oh, because I'm looking at Aria's. That's why.
There we go.
And
What is going on?
while she does that, I have a gift for you, Falcon.
Noise. Oh God. Okay. Yes.
Oh, lord.
I see we both were at work.
I
What
mean,
have you done?
technically, it's possible to fail if I get a negative. I'm sorry, if I roll a 1. But other than that, it's guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you just knocked that out. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. My really shitty Photoshop onto real clothes or Cloudy's skill in Midjourney.
I mean,
Oh, damn.
Holy
I
shit.
know it looks good. It looks so good.
Hold on to that for if he starts fighting for us.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess
You can
shirt
make a
gets
flip
torn.
token.
It's just like, yeah, his shirt
Yeah,
gets
because it's kind of ripped and stuff.
cool. So I won't feel bad about wasting my time.
Yeah.
yeah, it's before and after. You know, it's when he's locking in. You know, the light, the eyes, and everything.
So the One Punch Man, how he looks dumb sometimes and real gangster other times.
Yes.
Whenever it's RP, then he's just in his more scuff form, but the moment combat breaks out.
This guy just came. So everyone hated him. Now he's like gangster.
I still hate him, but yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the line just to make sure we get everybody's.
You know, he kind of reminds me of that one robot guy from Invincible.
A robot?
Robot.
No, not the guy named Robot. It was the guy. he was kind of like that mobster robot that
Oh, we could do it with the auto tune.
Yeah, the auto tune dude.
yeah, him.
That guy was hilarious.
Actually, he does a little bit.
Imagine hiring Battle Beast. But anyways, yeah, I'm going on the line and see what everybody, if anyone has plans. That's how your names are presented in game. Lilith, Anthony, you're doing in this City of Tears, and if you want to open up an RP dialogue, that's fine too. Before we set out towards this epic battle against Night Chapter and arriving at Mouthmorn and stuff.
After she's done aiding with potions and whatnot, she would probably be out in the field practicing with her new powers. You would see kind of 3 10-foot tall totems just kind of orbiting around in the air around Lilith. And you just see these different totems feeding energies into Aiden, changing his appearance, although it's tough to see the details in the distance. But you would see a number of trees that have been used for practice. Some of them have been cleaved almost in 2. But that'd be what Lilith has been up to.
Noise. Phoenix.
Phoenix is making the sword for Amrit, but I have a question from Aria's point of view since we are in the city. She has the gift of protectors in which Judith's name is in her book, to where if she drops to 0 hit points, instead it's 1, but that only works 1 time a day. I imagine if a person were to die, the name would be erased from the page, which I may be wrong. So number 1, I'm asking that. And just because if she notices there's a problem, she will want to let the party know since they're here.
You would notice that her 1 a day triggered, so she's living in hostile conditions. The name has not been erased from your book. I would say that if she was dead, it would be.
Okay, so then whenever we land, I'm sure Aria would greet them. I'm trying to think who she would look to. I mean, she saw Judith as kind of the head a little bit. I guess she will probably pull Amrit, Sora, and well, Phoenix won't come in story because she's busy. In real life, because I'm not as talented as you are at talking to ourselves. So she will meet with Sora and Amrit.
Nunnally, good friend.
Hello, dear Sora. I just want to let you know that Judith is in danger. She is living in a hostile situation, and I would like to use our people to refuel your ship as soon as possible. But I think you guys need to move on with great haste.
We are aware.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do for y'all?
I mean, you have things to do here, right?
Yes, thankfully, young Tenethel is coming along, but he is still underage to taking care of business.
Just tell him Judith is making the world better, and she will be back soon.
Yes, I have withheld this information from the young boy. He's already lost 1 mother. He doesn't need to lose another.
And he won't.
And just in case, because we are meeting someone from there here. I don't know how it'll go down. And we still don't know what their plans are in general, so in case they are planning something the size of Metal Rain, It could hit here first. You should get your people ready.
Would you like a small accompaniment of my guards while you meet the person you are meeting?
No, it will only deter him, and we do need his help.
Understood.
I'd like them to go home to their families too, for being honest.
Do not worry, Aria. We've become so powerful individually that if he were to make any motions, we would put him down. We do not need to risk anyone else.
With all due respect, I do wish to know what section of the city you are meeting him, not so that my guards would be on watch for you, but that my guards would be on watch for the rest of the citizens.
Did he say exactly where we were meeting?
No, I mean, he told you he was going to find you.
Then I'll just say,
You do have a mental link with him, so.
yeah, I'll mark somewhere with like the least amount of people, like any like fairly remote area in the city. Like some alley somewhere. I'll just mark that off for Aria.
Thank you. I wish you the best.
Yeah, we'll need it.
That is all for Miss Aria.
Well, Emerald, I know you kind of peeled into this a little bit and we're doing your own thing, but is there anything else you'd like to pursue, or are you settled?
I'm settled, yeah. I'll just I'll real quick just hand everyone potions, but that's about it.
There's 5 of you, 2 a person, make it simple, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Every one of you have 2 greater healing potions. Noise.
And they're upgrade because of Amrut, correct?
Yeah, they have an extra +2 at the end of them, so that's important. Noise. Reinhold.
He'd probably just be spending his time just helping anybody out in the streets that look like they kind of need it. But for the most part, just trying to help out however he can while everyone is doing what they need to, passing some time and training once it seems like everybody is in good sorts. Nice and simple.
Sora.
Throughout most of it, Sora is also training and refining her abilities with her siblings, but at some point she would go to the waterfall entrance and leave behind some flowers, particularly trying to find a flower close enough to the Ilia to leave for Lewis.
Okay. Do you pay Mello a visit?
Oh, heck yeah. How's my baby boy doing?
He's sick.
Oh. How is he looking? Sick how?
He's sick of not being around you.
Ah,
So he seems overly attached when you find him.
oh, come here, Mello. I'm sorry, I've been giving you as much attention as you deserve. It's okay. And she'll speak to him in turtle talk and get him up to speed of what's going on.
All right, that's as much RP as you're gonna get from me.
That's fine.
Fine. One more. You guys are paying me. All right, here we go.
Nuzzles and wuzzles.
All right. Last roll call for if you want to engage any of these multitude of NPCs. I know I make too many NPCs. Next campaign, I'll try to keep it half as many.
No, don't. As
We don't
many as
believe you.
possible.
Having the option is great. Don't worry about it.
Alright, cool. By the way, you thought that was Noble. When you turn around, it's Pogo.
Oh,
Hey there, gang.
All right, sinners, you guys get back on the ship and you begin your flight 3 days out to Mothborn. I'm okay with us skipping that journey, unless there wants to be like baked in a plan right now. Like you want to make a plan for where you're landing, what are you doing, what's the protocols? Are you just trying to find attack Night Chapter head on? That's probably something we should maybe discuss. But if you guys want to just arrive at the front doors, let me know.
Well, Phoenix will find a time to approach Amrit, and while you guys were in the city, I made something for you.
Yeah.
I know you kind of like your daggers and your blades, but I don't know, I thought this might come in handy. And she pulls the sword, the Bane blade, from behind her back and hands it to you.
Oh,
I don't know. It might come in handy. You give it a taste of your enemy's blood and makes it a little harder for them to do stuff.
just my style. Yeah, I thought you made me a gun or something. I got scared.
No, if I made that, I think I would hold on to it.
Fair enough. He'll back up so he doesn't like hit anyone, and then he'll like do a couple like swings and like a couple like flourishes, and he'll
Looks good on you.
then take out the with his dagger and like do like his normal stance. It's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're not alone. We got this.
We do. And he'll basically like unclip his normal scimitar and like put that one on.
She smiles and will return to the captain's chair.
We ready?
We got a plan?
Well, first, let's touch down in this area here. I want to try and meet this guy face to face. See where to go from there.
Okay, players confused. I thought we were leaving the City of Tears, but I thought you were meeting in the City of Tears.
Oh, well, my plan is to meet him here first and then go to Mothmorn.
All right.
Is that?
We need
Yeah, I
that
mean,
Falcon.
he told you he could get to you in 7 days. You guys are talking about getting to him in 6 or 5 days. So if you're willing to wait, yeah, he'll arrive here. But if you want to go to him, he'll have to find you at Moth.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't, he doesn't have a fancy, massive flying airship.
That's true.
Let's keep it that way.
Let's keep it that way, please. So you guys can wait for him to arrive here in 7 days, presumably by taking some more conventional travels, or you can get to Mothmorn ahead of time and meet up with him. But then you'll have to find him. So
Yeah. In that case, maybe we can like find somewhere close to there without actually getting there, so we're not just like in their territory for like a day without him.
So obviously, if your mental links, all you would need to do is just inform him where to meet up, and as long as he's kind of like really suspicious, like you can be at times, so you might have to convince him. What are you trying to do, Henry?
Fair.
So let's just assume that we're actually engaged in that conversation briefly. So Terma tells you on the outskirts, in the lowest cliff, with a clear view of the open field. If I wasn't smart, man, I'd tell you we're trying to eliminate me from the equation.
No, you're more useful alive.
I guess I'm worried because me and you are from the same body, and that's what I would do if the roles were reversed. But Perhaps I should give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll meet you by this key point to the left, just outside. Then I could take you through the cave entrance instead of the front door to Mothmore. But you should know, I think they expect this betrayal, thanks to Nikita. Hold on. Something's going on. The mental connection shivers. It's like he has to use concentration whenever you guys are talking, and vice versa.
Okay. Remaining on the outskirts. And I'll show a Phoenix where that is, where he's mentioned on the map.
All right, I'll go set the coordinates.
Yeah. He got cut off. I don't like it.
Think they're onto him?
I don't know. I don't know how this elder brain thing works. I don't know if maybe they know we're communicating. Maybe they know where I am at all times now through him.
Possible.
Either way, I'm not going to reach out until we get there. Just to be safe.
She will go to the navigation room and set the course.
Okay, unless there's anything anyone else would like to do before I put us on or in the area of Mothmorn, please let me know, because obviously when we arrive, we won't be able to backtrack stuff.
Nothing from me.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's move. So you guys would arrive at Moththorn, at Mothborn, not Thorn. What the fuck? Just Thorn in the world. You guys would arrive at Mothborn on the side entrance to where there is a massive hole in the cave. Very suspicious. However, you don't see Terma there. From your area of view, as you land somewhere in the vicinity, assuming you still choose to land, you would see a small group of soldiers, native to the terrain and foreigners, just humans and thralls alike. There seems to be a small military movement forming. Very small in this regard. Would you guys abandon your plan, approach them with caution, maybe try to stealth and get close and listen in? What's the group's agenda now?
Amru, this is your plan. You go with what you say.
Well,
We could come in from above.
let's not engage just yet. I think I do have an idea, though. I need your help, Aku.
Name it.
He'll look at your brush. You got any pink?
I got any color you want.
I think I
quick.
see where you're going with this.
There's a smile on his face. Idea is to make me look like Terma. You pay me just right. I just gotta scowl a little bit harder. That's it.
Terma just meet
I
up
can
with
make
Terma.
you look. I can make you look like him and even more handsome if you'd want.
Wait, are you saying he's more handsome than me, or?
You're both the same, just different color schemes.
Right. Let's stick to that.
Yeah, I will expend a use of my artistic armament and attempt to paint Amru to look like, well, Terma.
Sure.
Oh wait. Shit. One more thing.
Yeah.
He'll hand you his knife. You gotta cut it off.
Cut what off?
All this. He like wraps like his beard.
Yo, I have to shave the beard.
Yeah, this was a an Ammon original.
Well, you can grow it back. I was worried you're gonna ask me to cut off a finger or something.
Not this time.
And Sora will take her paintbrush and spin it around, careful not to actually touch him with its brushes, as she'll send a wave of paint that people would worry would just get all over him and look messy. But it splashes against his features, and it just almost like watching 1,000 paintbrushes just wash over his skin as he goes from the blue Almroot to pink. And then she will smile and begin shaving him down.
Okay. Just give me your painter's tools. You have advantage since you expended to use.
Yep.
So you just see how well you're replicating. 24 is very respectable. Let's move you guys to the map. We're going to assume Phoenix touched on the area, but the ship isn't right here. You guys will be spotted easily. So the ship is probably camouflaged not too far out, which, yes, that's a thing your ship can do, Phoenix. Let's move to this map.
We have a cloaking device.
Keep in mind, Amrut, I'll have to paint you back to your original color.
What do you mean?
My
What's
paint
going
is
on?
permanent.
What?
Did I not tell you?
Shit.
It's fine. I remember what your original color was.
You're sure, like the actual like hue?
Yes, I'm a painter. Remember? I will get the text because it does say permanent in there.
No, I believe you.
Oh, God. They should get permanently painted back, too, but that's fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if anything happens to me, you're kind of fucked.
You have my hex code down, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, when you and Terma are next to each other. But anyways. Yeah, Emerald, you could see the platoon to the north guarding the cave entrance, which is the side entry to the city of Mothborn. There seems to be some type of military encampment set up and some type of glowing sigil baked into the ground. I think you guys can see on this map, but hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
So what's the play?
I'm expecting him to come out here first. If not, story is I'm him bringing you then for capture.
Just you.
They would never believe that.
Well, I'd say paint all of us wounded, but now that's a bad idea, so
We can try our best. Or simply, you say you have managed to garner us to your side.
let me see where this guy is first. And I'll try and like focus his connection.
When you focus your connection and close your eyes, you also steep into your mastery, and it's almost like your energy kind of repels off of your body and bolsters your allies. Each of you get the presence of Darklings and Mouthers in Mothmorn, or at least in this section. So whatever Night Chapter's up to, I mean, I don't know how much you share with your allies, but you remember they used to inject you with Mouthers based on what you discovered So it's not. It may not be excessively surprising to you, but it's certainly an issue. They might have someone on a short leash. They can't. If you kill them out there, they go back to mouth of fleets. If you capture and contain them out there, well, you just let them out when you need them. No big deal. We're in the end game now. Let's continue whatever you're gonna do.
That's what I was mentioning before. It's almost like death. I guess Mallory's more accurate. You know, trying to reach out to Terma.
Is that you, Emery?
Where are you?
Of course it's you. Who else is the mental connection with me? Fuck. On the lower level of Night Chapter Hold. Floor 3. Shit's gotten wild here.
And you're in the hold.
Oh, a few of us are in the hold. It just turns out Palm didn't like being captured. I don't know how to explain it. But somehow baked into her body, she had a host of darklings and Maldays. It's not just the crown anymore. It's like the crown was means to an end. She no longer needed it. I'm saying we're overrun. The army's set to eat Elder Earth. It's here.
Well, shit. Well, might be easy to get inside.
Theos is high.
What? Theos is where?
You see, when Malthus and Darklings started pouring into Mothmorn in the hundreds, I needed Theos' help. I'm still going to kill him with you, but right now we're teamed up. Don't worry, he can't hear my thoughts, but he knows I'm communicating with somebody.
Think he hasn't done the math on that?
Well, he did say, tell your other half, he said hi. In any case,
shit.
Palma's on the loose, and she's not herself. Her eyes are rolled back her head. She's drooling. I've never seen anyone more powerful than this.
Fuck, fine. We'll get there. Actually, let me roll inside first.
Sure.
Let me... I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh,
Fuck. Do I believe it?
Do you believe me? Unfortunately, for 13, I'm going to give you that nasty 50-50 and let you decide.
Well, we sense some. Either we gotta fight a bunch of shit either way.
You do sense the Darklings and Maldives, but they were
Yeah.
always here, but maybe his story is true.
Yeah, it could be her. It could technically still be them. He'll like disconnect. Guessing you all sense that.
Indeed.
Yep.
Well, apparently that's Palm. She's awake and pissed.
ooh.
Oh, fun.
Um,
Well, let's just say these people aren't the worst of our problems right now. Now, right now, my other half is fighting with the guy that runs this place. Think he's on to him. I think in the chaos we can get in, but if they deal with whatever Malthus are fighting right now, our guy might get cut down before we get there. I want those odds. We should hurry.
we have our inn.
But
You can tell them that you have found assistance.
Yeah.
Now the question is, if the Mouthers that Palm controls is here, is this more than we can handle? Should we
Yes.
not seek assistance?
We can, but they won't get here in time.
And what
Our best
good would
option is
and what good would our sacrifice be?
Judith is still in there, Lilith.
You see
Listen.
her. She looks down to the ground for a moment.
This is army against army. It's the best chance we have right now. We can call for help, but they won't be here today.
Best we can do is slow things down if the worst is to come.
We can get in during the fray. Get Judith. Deal with Theos. Maybe deal with Palm. But Judith does come first.
If we go in there, know that we may not come out.
I've known this
Never.
before I met you.
We are the few masters of this world at this time. This is our responsibility. We may not return, but who are we to walk away from need us?
I'm just saying that trying to do this alone may not be the smartest.
We are not alone. We are together.
We're not smart either. Well,
Wow,
most of
speak
us.
for yourself.
Yeah.
You can turn around now if you wish to, Lilith. But people need us.
I'm not about to abandon my friends, but I will make you aware of the risks.
Shall we begin?
Yeah.
You
When you
first.
say that, you can see there's a commotion up north. They start yelling, and there's these Trokin lifts up his these black blades. He's got two of them. You can tell they're Shadow Rune powers. For anyone that is a Shadow Rune user, as he summons both of them to his hands. These soldiers all kind of get in a defensive line, with the archers retreating backwards into the brushes. And in a single swoop, you just see about 25 soldiers get disintegrated. And darkness pours out of the cave, billowing into the streets, and into this to the grove, and crushing the ceiling and lowering its body and moving through the threshold. One of the most powerful creatures in all the mouth that feeds. The Grand Cerberus that helps imprison the original sins like Zabi Maru. The strongest of the jailers that capture Mouthers roaming throughout and keep them imprisoned. With its powerful disintegration blade that any creature it reduces to zero dies instantly. But none of that matters now. Only thing that matters now is that we've got a city to save. Or maybe Lilith's words are now bold and capitalized, but the choice is still yours. You don't have much time to think about it. You only have until next week. This is where we'll end the session.